And good afternoon, and welcome to the Mahtab Aziz Celebrity Lawyer Show. It's nice and sunny outside, thankfully. Good weather back again. And we've got some couple of very interesting guests today. Uh, Obviously, being a lawyer's show, I had to have one guest as a lawyer, and that's Miss Laurel Zhang. Hi, Laurel.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Thank you for coming along today.
No worries. Thanks.
And we've also got Miss Alethea Zhang.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having me.
Thank you, Alethea. Now, I must stress that there's no connection between you two, although you have the same surname. There's no.
Yeah, we are twins.
Oh, yeah.
From the past life.
Right. Yes. I mean, is Zhang is it a common name out of interest? Is it a common Chinese name?
Common surname.
A common surname. Right. Right. I see. Great. And is there like any sort of history to it? I mean, does it come from a particular area or not really? It can be anywhere from China or.
I'm from Beijing, and she's from Shanghai.
Right. Okay.
And actually, although the pronunciation is the same, however, the character in Mandarin is different.
Right. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that's very good to hear. Very good to hear. Well, I mean, I think what we're going to be studying, what we're going to be talking about today, is AI, and I know Alethea is the expert on the sort of the technicalities of it. So, can we start off by referring to the AI, or what does it mean, AI? Yeah.
Yeah, AI, artificial intelligence,
Right.
which is I would interpret that as mimic the human brain. So basically, it's like the same like humans. So human will learn all the knowledge from the school, from the life, and then different mindset will input to some sort of like new output data. While artificial intelligence is the same, so they need to input large amount of data and with algorithms.
Right.
And then will basically generate new things, especially like currently is very popular, which is the generative AI.
Right. Well, that's very succinct definition there. I can't admit to understanding everything, but well, thank you for putting it all into a nutshell. And we'll come back to you on that, Alethea. Laura, you're a lawyer. I believe you're a solicitor, and you in fact deal with a lot of aspects concerned with AI. Do you just want to tell us what are the sort of issues that you would normally tend to deal with?
Yeah, so before I'm coming to that, I've actually wanted to mention about it. It's actually very nice that I hosted together with our Chinese European Lawyer Association and the AI, British Chinese Association for a conference.
Sorry, if you want to move the mic closer to yourself. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, carry on. Yeah, that's better. Yes.
Yes. So I hosted the conference last Friday, which is actually very nice. And so what I did was the conference they called the Future of AI Law and Investment Conference.
Right.
So which means the idea of behind it is I wanted to bring like AI expert and then lawyers and investment experts into the same conference in order for us to share ideas and then also deal with the issues that we normally deal with the AI related. So in terms of legal, AI actually helped us a lot in terms of helping the lawyers, the legal professions to increase our ability to provide information to our clients.
Right. So is it essentially is it just for gathering information, or are there functions that over and above that?
I think AI is different from all of other computer technologies previously. So it actually helped us in many other ways rather than just a tool. So it's more than just a tool. So AI will be able to have a creativity. They have their own mimicking thinking as just like humans. So they actually be able to give us a lot of creativity thoughts. They be able to help us in all different legal professions and sectors. So that's completely different from other previous technology.
I see. So, so for instance, would AI be used to perhaps to assist in cases where two parties are, they're in court and there's a case going on? Can AI assist in that, or is that really the function of the lawyer and the AI is just there to try and sort of, back up things?
I think it's very interesting area now. Also, AI obviously I think is coming into the show for not that long time. So however, it's actually fast increasing progress made in AI and legal professions. So they can actually AI system can help us with even write a witness statement and then can prepare a witness statement for helping lawyers based on questions generated by AI system on their database. And then also they can also analyze the witness statement, help us to suggest questions to ask when in the cross-examination of lawyers. So they can also review hundreds of thousands of contracts, and then they can check for the compliance of any law or policies, and then also they can even suggest a strategy in, for example, litigation process or arbitration procedures. So that's very helpful. It's not just helping us to kind of analyze or keyword finding a document. It's way more than that.
Right. No, that's very, very interesting. I mean, as you know, there are so many different areas of the law. I mean, is it something that that do you think AI can be helpful in every area, though? Or are there certain restrictions on that?
I think at the moment, so the AI system hasn't been that developed to that level yet. But I think everybody knows AI. They learn themselves, especially for example, ChatGPT. So they have a 3.0 version. They have kind of developed the latest version. So the AI system learn themselves by themselves. So at the moment, I think at the present, AI hasn't come into that stage to be able to actually assist lawyers into that super extent assistance. However, it has been already helped a lot, but there is a limitation in terms of the limitation of the knowledge about case law, about judicial decisions or facts of case. So until then, I think until the AI system learns everything, then there is still very challenging for AI. So it's still the beginning of our journey.
Right. Okay. And coming back to you, Alethea, I mean, in terms of the requirements or the needs of the legal profession, are there like different programmers who would actually look at that and then adjust programming to try and see if they can resolve those issues? How does it work? Say if a lawyer says, "Look, I'm having a problem with this issue or this case. Can you design some sort of program, something?" Is that something that can be done easily, or how does it work?
Well, that's a very interesting area. Currently, I think generative AI surely can resolve this matter. However, it will take some time to progress. So today, actually, I was thinking about, legal, from the legal aspect, generative AI, what they can do, they need to input amount of data, and with some algorithms, then they can predict some answers. So it's the same like, you have currently have interns. So you can basically they can those interns that will review those documents and to assessment the case, and they will come back with their ideas. So
Right.
I think that's where the current AI is.
Right.
So however, after like a few years or maybe even faster, so once the AI has enough data, and basically we can create a benchmark, so the AI can mimic the human brain with all those high expertise senior solicitors, how they analyze the case. So we just input all the data, necessary information in, then we will get the result simultaneously.
Right. I mean, I did read an article that said that it mentioned the word, I believe, hallucination. It said that some AI program can hallucinate. So I mean, if you're a lawyer, I mean, I think the word hallucinate is probably very frightening. I mean, we don't want to start hallucinating when you talk about cases. So is that a common issue? Is that a common problem at the moment?
Yes, indeed. So AI, as Laura previously mentioned, the ChatGPT and Bard. So as I said, generative AI is not that perfect at the stage, it's still growing. Right now, I would define it either like interns, so or like a student, university level students.
Right.
So you can't rely on the completely like generative AI. What's the output? You can just rely on that. It's the same. Like you can't rely on you just intern to do work for you.
Right.
So you need to at certain level to understand what is generative AI output. You can use that.
Right.
Yeah. So you need to have the background, but you can't. Well, generative AI can help you to produce work more effectively, but it can't be reliable at the moment.
Right. So AI is on probation at the moment then.
Well, so today actually I also received a technologist. Well, it's a tech company entrepreneur from a semiconductor area. So he called me. He was very frustrated with the bot, and he says, "Well, I try to input the data into the bot. However, what the result I received, I wasn't satisfied. It's the same result I got, from a month ago."
Yeah.
Then I told him, well, you can't really rely on Bard to produce, like, to be like a team work for you, how you effectively.
Right.
It's still like an employee. You need to collaborate with those applications. So what does that mean? Like, so Bard is very good at to generate real-time information,
Right. So
accurate information.
So when you say, sorry, do you mean bot or do you mean
Bard.
Bard.
BARD, which
Bard, right.
which is produced by the Google.
Right.
Yeah, while ChatGPT is from OpenAI. So for me, I would combine those two generative AI applications.
Right.
So I get real-time accuracy data from Bard and to train ChatGPT and to get the ultimate result.
Right. I'm going to have to ask you to explain some terminology there because our listeners, I'm afraid they're not all as advanced as you are in terms of. so if I can, well, from my understanding, is what you're saying is Bard is basically it's like a platform where people can actually access a certain type of program to do with AI.
So Bard is generative AI is same like ChatGPT.
Right.
So the differences between ChatGPT and the Bard first of all from two company.
Yeah.
And the second, they have two strengths because generative AI, ChatGPT, their model algorithms and those training data is based on the certain times. So and while Bard is actually will capture the real-time data from Google. So for instance, like right now, if you search something, you go to Google, you will get some result. However, there's a smart way you can go to Bard to search, and they will get all the real-time data from Google.
Right.
And then on top of that, you can ask Bard to do the analyze.
Right. Okay. So Bard is actually somehow it's linked to Google, and so when you actually ask something, it'll refer to Google for the answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, because the database is Google based.
Oh, no database. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So somewhere in cyberspace there must be some sort of agreement or some sort of link or something which makes it possible for the bard to access Google.
Yeah, because they're the
Right.
same family.
Same family, right? Okay. So is this rather like, say, you have your Apple and iPhones and you have your Android? Is it like two different systems, are they, in terms of Bard and Chat GPT that you
Yeah, you
mentioned?
could understand in the sense, yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
It's
So,
just like McDonald's and KFC.
right.
And it's not
Okay.
advertisement.
Well, I'm going to use simple language. I'm not as clever as you, I'm afraid. I'm going to use simple analogies there. So, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They all do burgers.
Right. Of course, yes. All comes down to burgers, right? Laurel, thank you very much, Daddy. That's very informative. Um, Laurel, if I could just quickly ask you, I mean, in terms of your practical experience so far, I mean, from what we learned from Alethea, is that it's like an unfinished product. It's like still in the sort of formative stages.
Still growing.
Yeah. So have you found that in your use of it? Have you found that you find it sometimes frustrating, or how's it?
Yeah, I think I've actually totally agree with her as well,
Right.
because in the stage of, if she described it as in kind of a primary school level, isn't it? So
Right.
there is a lot of space to grow into universities and maybe even PhDs. So there are
Right.
a lot to do. However, at the moment, what I think is actually they are pro and cons, basically. So it helps us a lot in terms of this. For example, as I mentioned, the AI will be able to actually help us to make a fast kind of witness statement. Giving you an example, yesterday we had a case. So we basically have the AI app was on the table whilst we're actually having our conference with the client. So we're making the witness statement. So in the past years, what we used to do before AI come to first is we use a bring laptop, and then we will kind of type down whilst the client speaking to tell us what happened in their litigation case. So, but yesterday, so what happens with AI, we don't need laptop, we don't need anything. We will
Right.
just simply open the app and click open recording.
Right.
And then whatever clients talks to us, and they automatically generated a witness statement draft version for us. So we don't have to, as lawyers, we saved a lot of time to drafting that witness statement. In fact, it actually drafted by AI.
Oh, it's okay.
After the AI basically learning, and then the AI is listening to what the client is talking to us about, and then they're writing the witness statement on our behalf. However, the limitation is also afterwards, because it's still in the primary school level. So the wordings and then also the terminology the AI system used, and then also the case law that AI system put it onto the witness statement, it wasn't really correct. So I will have to say, so the lawyer will have to sit there and then we'll have to review the document, we'll have to change it, amend it. However, it's already helped us a lot in terms of cutting our time, especially for litigation case. And then also another example I give it to you is whereas normally I think everybody knows in the UK, especially in the UK, we have two systems, and we have solicitors doing with all of the paperwork, and we have barristers who actually come to the court and speak to the judge on behalf of the client. So we have that two different legal professions acting for the same case. So it made litigation very expensive in the UK. So how we actually have helped, AI helped us to actually cut a lot of kind of costs for the client, because we need a huge team before to find out of all of the client's documents, thousands of papers, thousands of documents, and we will have to find the keywords. And so normally before we have a team of 5 or 6 paralegals trying to figure out the relevant information, extract it from the document, and then to make it happen. However, now AI would have done it in 5 minutes for us.
Right. Well, that sounds fantastic. Absolutely. And I've got a few questions for you, but we have to go for a break now. So thank you very much. We're going to come back to that. So stick with us. We'll be back in a few minutes.
With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximize the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
With UK Export Finance, I'm fulfilling more export orders from around the world with working capital support.
Export insurance means I'll get paid when exporting to challenging markets.
At UK Export Finance, we believe no viable UK export should fail for lack of finance or insurance. Between 2022 and 2023, we provided £6.5 billion of government-backed trade finance to support UK exports. Learn how we could help you win export contracts, fulfill orders, and get paid. Search UK Export Finance today.
तकरीबन 60 मिलियन प्राइमरी स्कूल जाने वाले बच्चे इस वक्त स्कूल में दाखिल नहीं हैं। मयारी तालीम की फराहमी से पसमानदा बच्चों को गुर्बत के मुसलसल चक्कर से बचने का मुसावी मौका मिल सकता है। इस रमजान आइए आपके ताउन से इस बात को यकीनी बनाएं कि हर बच्चे को मयारी तालीम हासिल करने का मौका मिलेगा। मिनहाज वेलफेयर फाउंडेशन के जरिए बच्चे की तालीम को स्पॉन्सर करें। बस हमारे मकामी दफ्तर 12 कार रोड, नेल्सन, BB9 7JS पर तशरीफ लाएं। हमें 01282 723 455 पर कॉल करें या हमारी वेबसाइट www.minhajwelfare.org पर देखें। ताज़ा तरीन वीडियोस और अपडेट्स के लिए फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम और ट्विटर पर जुड़े रहें।
Nikah, talaq, counseling on matrimonial disputes, Islamic wills, Islamic law of inheritance, or an Islamic verdict on any other issue. The Muslim Sharia Council is at your service. We provide official certification, and our experienced and highly qualified imams are available to provide you with guidance when needed. MQI London is based at 292 to 296 Romford Road, Forest Gate. We are open from Monday to Friday 2 to 4 p.m. or alternatively call us now on 0208 257 1786.
Minhaj Sisters UK are proud to host their biannual retreat Al Tazkiyah 2024 from the 15th of November to the 17th of November. This year, the retreat will take place in Yarnfield Training and Conference Centre at Stoke-on-Trent. We are pleased to announce that we will be joined by Dr. Ghazala Hassan Qadri, President of Minhaj Women League UK, who will be our special guest for 3 days. Join us for an inspirational and fun-packed weekend. To find out more, please visit our website www.altazkiyah.com.
Thinking of selling or letting your property? Need someone reliable to find the best prospect for your home? Well, look no further. Cameron Adams is here to take care of all your needs. Our professional and experienced team will guide you through the entire process and ensure you find the right client for your property. For a no obligation quotation, contact us now on 0208 558 2000. That's 0208 558 2000. Or visit.
And welcome back to the Mahtab Aziz Celebrity Lawyer Show. Just before the break, Laurel was going through some of her experiences in terms of legal work. One thing that comes out of it, what I see, is that, yes, the use of AI can sort of substantially save lawyers a lot of time. And the process that Laurel described was one example of where lawyers can actually take AI can take the statement of clients, a job or a role which normally it would be the lawyer to do. But the thing that probably if you're involved in like more complex litigation, in terms of what you've seen yourself, often what happens is that lawyers are specifically looking for certain aspects of the instructions, aligned to the actual case. So say if you input into AI, take the statement of Ms. Joe Bloggs, take their statement. I mean, does that mean that you have to input into the AI what you want actually the client to speak about, or do you just simply take this statement and then the client just starts speaking and they start recording everything?
So it's actually a very interesting question. So there are, I think, as we know, we have a lot of different type of AI applications.
Right.
So there are such, the one that I mentioned earlier, it was an AI application to be able to do statements. So that application is simply taking on recording what the client observing, what the client's speaking, and whilst translating into a statement.
Right.
So that one, it doesn't really, well, at least for now, for the present, it doesn't really have kind of be able to analyze the case law to put into the statement.
Yeah.
So that still has to be the lawyer's job. However, there are others, for example, ChatGPT. So the lawyers, I think in the future for us, we need to be able to learn how to ask the right question to ChatGPT, to be able to get ChatGPT to give us out of the huge database from everywhere in the world, and then to give us the answer. So for example, what we can say for the ChatGPT, we can ask questions like giving a statement of that client basically says, client says ABC. That we will ask a question, say, find me the relevant case law or similar factual information or facts of case law in the UK or worldwide. And then ChatGPT will reply you and give you all of the data and all of the relevant case law. So, but I think for the moment, it's not that advanced yet. It's still our kind of early stage, but it's already be able to save us a lot of time to find that case, relevant case law to be able to use at court.
Right, sure. I mean, have you ever sort of come across a situation where, well, you know, the AI has done this job and you got that statement sort of written out for you, and have you ever come to a situation where you're saying, "Oh my goodness, what's this? I didn't want that. I didn't want what's happening? What's going on?"
Yeah, of course, most of the time. Actually, for the moment, that's why the AI system is still learning, so it's still kind of self-learning, self-trained. But we for the moment we can't rely on the document or information generated by AI. It still needs the humans, the lawyers, to be able to check and to be able to find the mistakes that AI made. But I believe in the future, whilst the AI observing, so the AI system is gonna read all of the books, the law books in the world, and then will be able to analyze all of the kind of judgment digitalized in the world by Google, for example, anywhere like on an open internet. And so AI will train themselves and then to learn a lot of information from the human creativity. Then because of that, then we believe that in the future, AI will be actually able to give us a lot more accurate information and reliable information and assistance.
Right. So can we say at this stage, can we say that there will come a time when the AI is more clever than the lawyer?
No, not at this stage.
Not possible. Right. Oh, that's good. That's good.
In the future,
I'm happy to hear that. That's good.
I think in the future, AI is going to be the super lawyer. AI is going to be understand to know the most law, probably every single law in the world, and learn every single possible case or judgment or everything in the world. So it would be way more advanced than any lawyer or any judge in the world. So that's what I believe.
I see. And so apart from taking statements, are there, I mean, what other functions can AI help the lawyer with? I mean, probably a lot of it probably got to do with giving, say, certain complex cases. There's a lot of information to be sort of tabulated or formulated. Is that another function that AI is quite good at?
Yeah, I think at the moment AI is not good at this at all. However, I think as she mentioned, in the future, what I believe, because she mentioned about the mimicking thinking. So this is the things different, completely different from other technologies. Other technology, they don't have the creativity, they don't have the curiosity, they don't have that ability to make something where kind of mimic human beings' thoughts. But however, AI is different in that way. So in that way, in a complex, say, litigation or arbitration case, then normally the strategy for a legal perspective for a lawyer is very important. So on a high level, the AI, I believe in the future will be able to even kind of taken all the relevant information and then give the lawyer a proper strategy how you're gonna approach this case and how you're gonna do kind of on that kind of a high level strategy. So I think
I see.
I would be able to do that.
Well, that's very good, very useful. Coming back to you, Alethea, I mean, can we say that AI is like, I mean, can AI say operate in the same way, say as Alexa? You must have heard of Alexa. You ask questions Alexa to Alexa, and Alexa actually speaks back to you. Is that something that AI is capable of, or not yet?
Well, currently, Alexa is different model. Alexa is not generative AI, although it's deep learning. So the system model, the result is completely different.
You must excuse my ignorance, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So, OpenAI, ChatGPT, or Bard, they actually have open API where you can integrate to some systems. Or even though your own systems or to your own mobile phone. So last year, actually, I did that. Integrate ChatGPT on my phone. So when I speak to Siri, I no longer get those boring answers, but more accurate from the ChatGPT.
Well, I see. Well, you might have invented something, that's patent it quickly.
That's actually the magic. I mean, the attraction, one of the attraction I admire about technology. Right. I'm passionate about because you can do so many creativity based on the current technology.
Oh, I see. Right. So really, it's like when someone edits a piece of video, you edit it. So you can do the same thing with AI. You can effectively sort of chop and change it a bit.
Current technology, what you can do. So, for instance, Alibaba, a Chinese company, technology company. Yes. They have launched a few new applications. So the first one is basically just upload a photo, and then you do some prompt, and basically you can get someone to dance. Free dance and virtual try on. So girls, they like to shop.
Sorry, can I stop you? So are you saying that basically, say if I have a photo of you, say Alethea Zhang,
yeah.
So I can make you do things.
Exactly. I don't know how to dance, but you can make me to.
Oh, really, really?
Yeah. For instance, I like a ballet, but I don't know how to do it.
Right.
Now,
Because I did actually read about some celebrities complaining because people actually do that with them and make them sort of put them into scenarios and when it wasn't actually them. So
yeah, actually, so that's another part of the generative AI. Basically, you upload a facial and then you make a prompt and you upload a piece of music. So basically, what we can do here, then right now the technology. So with your face, and have my voice singing.
Oh, I see. I see. Right. Oh, I see. Right. Well, I would imagine to be able to do that, you must understand. You must have a very good, deep understanding of it, or not really. Can anyone sort of learn it in sort of a matter of minutes?
This one actually is already been done as an application. So basically, everyone you can just use it. It's a simple, just like using a WhatsApp and take photos. So that's actually a very good point. It's triggered, the legal aspect, the copyright, because they use the facial, for instance, like some celebrities where they are not they are not aware their facial is being used on public, and then generative AI, for instance, like a ChatGPT, Bard, and Midjourney, they just generated those either videos or pictures, and based on others' copyrights.
Right. Well, I mean that brings me back to some. I mean, I remember seeing there's a program whereby you. I think it was on Facebook. Something you could actually put your face onto a famous actor's. It's actually a film, like a famous film, but it would be you as if you were in the actor's sort of position. Is that similar to what's happening now?
Yeah, exactly. So that's actually what I referred to.
Right.
So you can either put yourself and you basically, for instance, you say, I want to be Michael Jackson, I want to be Bruce Lee, and then we're based on your features, facial features, and change to very, very similar one.
Right, right. Oh, that's good. Now, that means any sort of budding actor could probably, do one of those and then send them out to the directors and say, look, why don't you take me on, as your actor or something? Yeah.
ChatGPT, they recently released Sora. So you can already use like a prompt to create like 10 seconds, like short videos.
Right.
Yeah. So, and the other day, I also used generative AI.
Right.
I did a Bruce Lee. So I want a Bruce Lee video without filming, without the whole cast, the entire team to do that. Right now, I can just use generative AI.
I see. Well, that's very good. Very good. I mean, coming back to, thank you for that, Tony. It's very informative. Coming back to, so, I mean, Laura, do you imagine, for instance, say, like we spoke earlier about lawyers taking statements from clients. Supposing you take one of those statements and that statement gets used in court litigation, but later on down the line, you feel, or someone finds out there's actually a bit of a mistake there, and as a result of that mistake, you could possibly lose the case. So, does the client sue AI or does it sue the lawyer?
It's a very, very good question. So, it was sue the lawyer. So, whoever use, because at the end of the day, the AI is still a tool for you.
Right.
So if the lawyer is actually using AI without checking, that there are actually interesting case in USA recently, I think it was last year. And so a lawyer actually used a case law at court, and then they found out actually it was all wrong. So if that happens, if there is a mistake made by AI, then the lawyer, whoever helps, will be held liable.
Right. Oh, I see. So, okay. I mean, so you probably have to double check or triple check everything. It looks like.
Exactly. It will still be at the end of the day, we're all humans. AI is still a machine at the moment. Well, we don't know whether in the future it's going to turn to something, but at the moment, AI is still a machine. It's still a tool to help the lawyers. So, who's going to be accountable for it? The lawyers still.
Right. Well, that's very, 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 very informative. I mean, yes. Anything?
Yeah, I would adjust a little bit more here. So I think that we should embrace to AI and to be more compromised. Just like you are in a company, you have a junior staff.
Right.
You will not just present the junior staff's work and to some
checking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So the senior one or the directors always they have the system one by one to check. So it's the same. I think we should apply to technology here.
But then that begs the question that lawyers' time is of a sort of like a premium element. As you know, lawyers charge according to the amount of time they spend. So if a lawyer has to check and double check and triple check, does that not defeat the object of?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Just you say you work. You don't work just yourself. You work with a team.
Yes.
So if your team present your work, you will still need to check that. For instance, barristers, they will not just do all the work for themselves. They have different people to work for him, and he's out of the decision maker to whether to use those data information or not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same like a ChatGPT here. Basically, just right now with generative AI, you have free slaves.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's actually saving a lot of time for the lawyers.
Right.
So what we should perhaps maybe worry about is that whether in the future it's going to be too many lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
And then some lawyers are going to lose their job because it's a lot of work. Actually, it should have been done by the lawyers, been replaced, to be able to get it done by the AI system, which is to say, giving an example that five people team in terms of writing a statement, it might take us like 10 or 20 or 30 hours to write a written statement. However, by AI, it might just take 5 hours. So there's a lot of time actually cut off by AI system to help us, obviously helps the client. So client pays less money as well.
Right.
However, in that the other side of the story, basically, then what are those people gonna do? Because they don't have enough work. So So where are they going to go? What are they going to do? So in terms of that, it's actually AI helping to cut time, so save time. So by your proofreading, it's a lot quicker than kind of sit there and then write a statement for like hours and hours long.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. Well, certainly. Yeah. I mean, because as you well aware, Laurel, solicitors or lawyers, what we call our hourly charge out rates, vary. So perhaps for those that are very experienced, they might charge at the higher end, and those that's coming into the profession much lower. So getting those newly qualified entrants to do the work, or even paralegals to do the work, can have a significant saving for the client. Yeah, right. Okay, that's understandable. Well, we'll come to our second and last break now. So we're going to have another break, and we'll be back again very soon. So do stay with us. Thank you.
ReviveFM 94.0 on the radio, on your mobile, and online.
दुनिया भर में तकरीबन 2 अरब से ज्यादा लोग ऐसे हैं जिनको पीने का साफ और महफूज पानी मुयस्सर नहीं। रोजमर्रा के इस्तेमाल के साथ साथ पीने के लिए इन्हें आलूदा पानी पर इन्हिसार करना पड़ता है, जिसकी वजह से बच्चे या बड़े सब मुख्तलिफ बीमारियों का शिकार हो जाते हैं, जो अक्सर जानलेवा साबित होती हैं। इस रमजान मुबारक मिनहाज वेलफेयर फाउंडेशन की वाटर फॉर ऑल अपील का हिस्सा बनिए। आप सिर्फ 180 पाउंड से एक छोटा हैंडपंप नस्ब कर सकते हैं, जो 15 खानदानों को साफ पानी उनकी दहलीज पर मुहैया करते हैं। नस्बशुदा हैंडपंप की रिपोर्ट और दीगर तफसीलात डोनर को मुहैया कर दी जाती हैं, ताकि वो जान सके कि उनकी अमानत हकदारों तक मुहैया कर दी गई है। मिनहाज वेलफेयर फाउंडेशन को अपनी ज़कात, सदका या खैराती अतियात देने के लिए अपने मकामी MWF ऑफिस 12 कार रोड, नेल्सन, BB9 7JS तशरीफ लाएं। हमें 01282 723 455 पर कॉल करें या हमारी वेबसाइट www.minhajwelfare.org पर देखें। ताज़ा तरीन वीडियोस और अपडेट्स के लिए फेसबुक, Instagram और Twitter पर जुड़े रहें।
Thinking of selling or letting your property? Need someone reliable to find the best prospect for your home? Well, look no further. Cameron Adams is here to take care of all your needs. Our professional and experienced team will guide you through the entire process and ensure you find the right client for your property. For a no obligation quotation, contact us now on 0208 558 2000. That's 0208 558 2000. Or visit us at 30 Church Lane in Leytonstone. Cameron Adams, always at your service.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximize the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
Minhaj Sisters UK are proud to host their biannual retreat Al Tazkiyah 2024 from the 15th of November to the 17th of November. This year, the retreat will take place in Yarnfield Training and Conference Centre at Stoke-on-Trent. We are pleased to announce that we will be joined by Dr. Ghazala Hassan Qadri, President of Minhaj Women League UK, who will be our special guest for 3 days. Join us for an inspirational and fun-packed weekend. To find out more, please visit our website www.altazkiyah.com.
With UK Export Finance, I'm fulfilling more export orders from around the world with working capital support.
Export insurance means I'll get paid when exporting to challenging markets.
At UK Export Finance, we believe no viable UK export should fail for lack of finance or insurance. Between 2022 and 2023, we provided £6.5 billion of government-backed trade finance to support UK exports. Learn how we could help you win export contracts, fulfill orders, and get paid. Search UK Export Finance today.
Nikah, talaq, counseling on matrimonial disputes, Islamic wills, Islamic law of inheritance, or an Islamic verdict on any other issue. The Muslim Sharia Council is at your service. We provide official certification, and our experienced and highly qualified imams are available to provide you with guidance when needed. MQI London is based at 292 to 296 Romford Road, Forest Gate. We are open from Monday to Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Or alternatively, call us now on 0208 257 1786.
ReviveFM 94.0. On the radio, on your mobile, and online.
And welcome back to the Mahtab Aziz Celebrity Lawyer Show. And we had a very interesting discussion today about AI through our excellent two guests. They really, certainly given me a lot of information, and certainly made me aware of what AI means and how it can be used. So Alethea, coming back to you, Alethea. So is this a business that's sort of growing and expanding? What's the assessment of in terms of how it's going to be affecting sort of the majority of people and their lives? Is it something that's really going to be a massive influence?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Basically, I think generative AI, especially for the content, for for the prediction, for instance, like in pharmaceutical. So, AlphaFold 3 or 4 and just released a new version. Basically, those AI, they can analyze all the cells. So that will bring us, perhaps in a decade time, AI can help us to do all the treatment, especially for cancer.
Right. Okay. So basically, it will be sort of very or can be very adaptable to to medicine and health and
and in finance,
right.
in all different areas,
Right.
when we go
right.
in like art,
Right.
yeah, for instance, like or like a movie,
Right.
as I mentioned earlier. So right now, if you need to do some filming, do some clips,
Yes.
well, I don't think generative AI will threat very professional senior people. They can use AI to accelerate their journey, to empower their work.
Right.
Yeah, but don't against them.
Right.
So AI here, I would say that basically just to try to reduce those low output work.
Right.
So because just like initially you may need 10 interns. Right now you just need one. And if the intern, she or he can use AI well, and basically the output, the work performance will be phenomenal.
Right. But will that not mean that people will be out of jobs because the technology is taken over? Will there be less people with jobs as a result of this very efficient and very time-saving technology?
Well, it depends on how you view it. Yes, indeed, you are right. So from one aspect, technology will take some people's job. I would say it's all lazy people. So who doesn't want to grow? Yeah. If people, like, they are in different sectors, they want to improve, enhance their work. Actually, they can use AI as a tool, as a personal assistant to help them to produce high performance work.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the model of where we used to see, like 50 years ago, 60 years ago, we used to see so on a car plant, people used to be actually be people doing little things here. They go, but now it's machines doing it. So those people are out of jobs. So I'm just thinking that perhaps this will have the same effect.
I give you an example. So right now we have a laundry machine for a few decades already. Yeah. But you know that in part of the India they still use hands
Yes.
to do the laundry.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they try to against the technology. So you know, for here, the technology here, you need to use it to make the next level is more like advanced level of the work of life. So I give you another daily life experience example. You need to plan a trip to go, let's say, France.
Yeah.
In the traditional way, you may need to check the map, check the book, you know, the London Planet.
Yes.
Or, you know, you need to Google lots of places. Yeah.
Right.
Right now, you can just ask Bart and ChatGPT. It can be done in 1 minute.
Right. So Bard and so these are applications which can be readily available on your mobile at the moment.
Yes. Yes.
Right. And any person can really access them to help them with getting
anytime, anywhere. So for instance, some younger generations can also use that to learn new things.
Right.
Like a teacher. So in the traditional sector, you may need to ask people to do phone calls or to meet some person to talk to get some ideas.
Right.
But right now, you can just ask for the AI.
Right, I see. Right, okay. Well, it sounds very ideal, and let's see how it sort of progresses. So, Laura, come back to you in terms of the lawyers and how they use it. I mean, so as we've just learned now, you can have these sort of applications on your mobile phone. So is this something perhaps that could specifically help lawyers in their work by having it on the mobile phone?
I think the interesting thing is I think AI is where I would say is a revolution, and I would say it's a transforming in the legal profession. I think not only in the legal profession, in all other professions and other industries as well. So if you use it well, it's a really good tool for helping people.
Okay.
If you wanted to stay in whichever the sector you are in, industry you are in, you got to be really on top of it. I think that's very important, because if you're not, then it's very easy kind of you lose your job because you're not learning whilst the technologies nowadays is growing very fast. So I think perhaps what I would say is for lawyers is something that we need to learn a new skill. The skill is how to ask the right questions to ChatGPT. So be able to generate information you wanted to have and make you a super lawyer.
Right. So are we going to get to a stage where say whereas before, say when firms would advertise for lawyers, they'd say, well, you have to be, you have to know about Word or whatever, or know about Excel or something. So are we getting to a situation, or will we get to a situation where when a firm's recruiting lawyers, it will say you must be well versed in AI?
I believe so. I think because people in the future, they're going to use a lot of AI, ChatGPT, to kind of ask the right question, to generate data, and then generate information we wanted to have. So be able to use those tools are perhaps going to become an essential.
Right. Oh, I see. Okay. So I better quickly start reading up on it. I better start researching very quickly then. Right. Well, that's great. That's very, very useful, Laura. Thank you very much for that. And we've got a few minutes left now. So I'd just like to come back to Alethea. And so if you, Alethea, were, say, the spokesperson for AI, and I'm, say, like normal person off the street, and I'm used to just using Google, how would you convince me to not to drop the Google and use AI?
I don't. Well, we are not in a world to choose one or better than the other.
Right.
We can have both.
Right.
So
that's a very diplomatic answer. Yeah.
So Google, as I said, it will give you the answers.
Right.
However, Bard will give you the accurate answers with more the format you want, the structure you want. So I give you an example. You want to know, for example, like in central London, how many are the galleries? Of course, you can Google Map and count one by one.
Right.
So if you ask Bart, how many galleries in London, and which one is the best?
Right.
Then you get the answer immediately. You don't need to do all the manual work yourself.
I
So
see.
which one will you choose?
Oh, well, I'm certainly. You sold me. I'd go for AI. Yeah, you've done a very good job there. Well done, excellent. Yeah, well, I think certainly, it's been a very informative, hour of with yourselves, and I try and keep up with technology if I can, most of the time. But I think there's certain areas perhaps which. Even with AI, I think there are certain people are reluctant to actually look into it because they think it's too complicated. So I think when you get these things explained verbally, like in person, as we've done today, I think certainly is something which people perhaps may be more amenable to, and I think I mean. Suppose if someone wants to find out about AI, is there how can they find out more about it apart from Google? What you
I think it just need to be embraced more to technology as
Right.
I'm a technologist.
Right.
So I give you an example. So actually, to use generative AI or use BART, as she mentioned, you need to ask the correct question.
Right.
It's the same like you need to understand which button to use to heat up the food with a microwave.
Right.
So the traditional microwave, or let's say fridge, fridge, is only functional just open the door and put food in the correct place. The new with the technology one, with AI and the Internet of Things, this technology, so it has the function. So when you put that in the fridge, for instance, like your regular grocery shop, once you used up, it will automatic purchase from the shop. So literally the fridge will send the information to the e-commerce,
right,
and then we'll purchase that without you doing anything.
Right, I see. Oh well.
So would you like to be on that life, or you was today? I don't have a milk. I need to drive miles away to pick up the milk.
Yes.
Which life will you prefer?
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, everyone wants an easy life, so.
Absolutely, door-to-door services without even fingertips.
Right, well, that's excellent. And on that great and positive note, we've come to the end of the show. Thank you very much indeed to Laurel Zhang of Sharad Solicitors. You've been very, very informative, and I'm sure that people have learned quite a lot from what you said about how AI lawyers work with AI. And of course, Alethea Zhang, entrepreneur and expert on AI and digital marketing. Thank you very much, both. And that's it for today. So hope to have you back hopefully next week, and hopefully you have a good evening. Thank you very much. This is the Celebrity Mahtab Aziz Celebrity Lawyer Show, signing off for today. Thank you.
Minhaj Sisters UK are proud to host their biannual retreat Al Tazkiyah 2020